Hey Team Numis Canada, that's what I call my subscribers. Hello coin collectors young and old and anyone else that might be watching. I am here at the downtown Ottawa Delta Hotel to attend the Royal Canadian Numismatic Association coin show. How cool is that? We'll be back with what I get into right after this. Hi, this is Bruce, and of course, I wanted to talk to you about the workshops we had while I was there. I couldn't take video because they wouldn't allow it, but because it's proprietary information. But there were some great workshops that I went to and some that I didn't. The first workshop was an RCNA coin grading workshop, which I arrived too late to participate in. But that sounded really cool. The workshops included a short tour of New England medals, which was interesting. And I learned a little bit about New England medals, but that's not the focus of what I collect. But the next one was a lot of fun because it was called Fun with Toonies. And I got to enjoy that. And I learned something about toonies that I didn't know about. For example, about the Canadian planchet and the German planchet used and how to tell the difference on the 1996 toonies. The next workshop was on our hobby community, what's it building for the future, and it talked about where we are in the current market of hobbies and how the future will impact us with the advent of multiple factors, including Bitcoin, etc. etc. Then we met with Susan Taylor, and she is a medalist, not a medalist, a metal worker and creator. And she has some beautiful work that she's done. And there was actually an exhibit in the Bourse of her work, and she talked about the metals and how they have grown in creativity and popularity. On Saturday, there was the Wonderful World of Spending, which I didn't get to go to because of other activities that I participated in. I'll get to that later. And the Bank of Canada's 1935 series, which I also missed. There was also a workshop about numismatic under a microscope, and I missed that one too. So I was pretty busy for most of the morning. And then we met with Susan Taylor, Recycling Metals, exploring concepts of repurposing ideas, design elements, and environmental themes. Then there was a fun workshop that I really enjoyed, and it's called All That Glitters. And it was a look at numismatics in Shakespeare. And that was a lot of fun. I quite enjoyed that. And then There was Alternative Realities, India's famous Alternative Realities, Indians' Amazing Numismatics, and the diversity that is there. I learned a lot in that, but again, India's numismatics are not part of my collection's focus, but I still found it very fascinating. And there was a French workshop, which I also attended, which I quite enjoyed, and was covering the War of the Spanish Succession, wealth of numismatic pieces. And I really enjoyed that particular workshop. And the final workshop was the science behind innovative numismatic coins. And that was fascinating too, because you learned about why they do what they do and how the new technologies are developed. So that was the workshops. Thank you. And we also went to the Bank of Canada, and I have some photos to show you, and I'll put them in here. And the other thing that we did was a tour of the Royal Canadian Mint. I have a little bit of a segment on that, but we couldn't film when we went inside. But rest assured, the Mint tour has been polished and improved since I last went there, because previously there were yellow lines on the floor that you could actually walk in and amongst all the machinery. Well, now they have a gallery above where you can look down at all of the workers involved, and they had glass enclosures there to keep you safe, but there were some vents so that you could hear what was going on down there, but it was filtered so that it wasn't quite as loud as I'm sure it was on the floor. But that was very cool. So here we go. Well, we're here at the Royal Canadian Mint and about to take a mint tour. And of course, there's the flag up there. And we can't video while we're inside, but we'll enjoy a mint tour, and I'll give you the highlights after the tour. So we'll be right back after this. Well, there were special events that happened throughout the show, and there was also a rest spot on the 18th floor where people could gather and talk about the day and sit down and relax and have a refreshment or two. And the night that I happened up there, there was a cake that they cut, but before they cut it, they had me photograph the cake. How cool is that? I have those photos plus a couple, one or two photos of the group that was there that night. I hope you enjoy. I have a couple of interviews to show you, and we'll get into all of that now. I am here with RCNA President Stephen Woodland. And of course, Stephen, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with me. And I just want to know, what is your excitement about this year's?
Our big excitement about this year's convention, Bruce, is the fact that it's the first convention in person that we've held since 2019 when we were in Calgary. Here in Ottawa, it's just absolutely wonderful for everyone to get together. People are eager to get back together and see all their friends and find out how everyone's doing, what they've been collecting over the last 3 years. and just to meet and catch up. And that's part of what our whole convention is about. We have meetings and we have the Bourse floor where people can buy coins and banknotes, but it's all about the people and getting together with your friends and colleagues.
Well, as you know, I'm your newest member, and I felt a very warm welcome here because it's really like a family.
It really is a big family, and we're spread across North America. We have people here who are from California. We have people from New Hampshire and the northeastern states, from Michigan. We have people from every territory and province in Canada. So it's really a big, huge family, and we all get together and we go, wow, oh, where have you been? What have you been doing? And, you know, comment ça va? Qu'est-ce que t'as fait? Puis, it's just been great to see people that you haven't seen in 3 years, because normally you only see people when you come to the convention.
Excellent. And where is the show going to be next year?
Next year's show is in Halifax, Nova Scotia, which will be a wonderful show. It's always entertaining, and we are always warmly welcomed in the Maritimes. The people are still talking about the last show in Halifax, which was in 2015, and are eager to go back and see what's up in Halifax, to meet their friends that they made there, and to just enjoy maritime hospitality. I'm a maritimer myself from southern New Brunswick, and it's going to be nice to drive back through and see how things are back home.
Very cool. And the group was founded in 1950, so you've got a 75th coming up very soon.
We do. And Calgary will be hosting that convention in 2025, and they are really excited about it, and we are just starting to plan the special activities that are going to be part of our 75th anniversary celebration.
Well, that's very cool. Well, thank you very much for your time with me, and I think everybody is going to be looking to find out more about RCNA, especially about the show in Halifax. Yeah. So that's cool. Have it. How cool is that? Stephen Woodland. And here we are taking a sneak peek in the doors just before the opening ceremony, and we'll be right back with that after this.
You know better, guys. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Bienvenue au Congrès 2022 de l'ARNC. Welcome to the 2022 RCNA Convention. And we wish to note and acknowledge that we were holding our convention graciously and in acknowledgement that this is unceded Anishinaabe, the indigenous land, and we thank them for allowing us the opportunity to share the land for our convention. In addition, I would like to note that at the front desk, we, the RCNA, support the Moose Hide campaign, which is a campaign launched by Indigenous men and boys to combat violence against women and children. There is a pin for anyone who wishes to take one free of charge, and this is in support of our Governor General's priority of reconciliation. I would now like to invite Marie Lemay, President and CEO of the Royal Canadian Mint, to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Steve. And it's an honor to be here and to welcome everybody in Ottawa, our nation's capital. Like I said yesterday, it is where the Canadian numismatic pieces are made, and some of you had the opportunity to see that yesterday. Alors, bienvenue à Ottawa, c'est un honneur de vous accueillir. On behalf of the Mint, I just want to congratulate everybody that's put so much work into this. It's been 3 years, and I know there's a lot of effort. So Steve, your team, the group that organized the convention, the Company Association. So congratulations, and I know you're going to have a wonderful event. Thank you very much, and very happy to be included in this. Merci.
I would now invite Dr. Ralph Ross, who is president of the American Numismatic Association, to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here in Ottawa, home of the Royal Canadian Numismatic Society. It's wonderful and it's a great opportunity to be here and represent the American Numismatic Association. We're happy to share our camaraderie with our northern border friends and collaborators, if you will. And I want to have you all to have a wonderful time here and enjoy yourself. And I'm very, very happy, and thank you for inviting me here. Thank you, Steve.
And I would also invite President of the Ottawa Numismatic Society, Mr. Jacob Lipson. The Ottawa Numismatic Society is the host club for this year's convention. Jacob, if you'd like to say a few words.
Sure. Thanks, Steve. On behalf of the Ottawa Numismatic Society, I just want to welcome you all to 2022 RCNA convention. It's so wonderful to have you all back after 6 years. And this is our first convention in person since 2019. So I hope you all have a wonderful time. A lot of work has been put into this. I thank Steve and the entire team for all the effort.
And for those of you who don't know, the two ribbon holders on my right is the RCNA Convention Organizing Committee Chairman, Mr. James Rosden from Calgary. And Calgary will be hosting the convention in 2025, which is our 75th association anniversary. And on my left, on the other end of the ribbon, is Executive Secretary of the RCNA, Mr. Paul Johnson, who is celebrating his 50th year as a member of the RCNA this year. And now it's time to get the party really started. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would join me. 3, 2, 1, cut.
And it starts.
Welcome, get your turn.
And there we have it. That was the cutting of the ribbon ceremony for the RCNA Bourse. Well, I am here about to go into the Bourse. And the Bourse, for those of you in the US, is a vendor's mall. And it will have numismatic materials. And there will also be exhibits to look at. So let's see what we can get into in this vendor's mall, aka Bourse. And here we have the historically significant 2-cent piece, 1864 to 1872. This is the beginning of this presentation, and they have these ice cube looking things to look in at these coins. And these two look like they're brilliant red. And I'm wondering if this is who's on the other side. I'm not sure. And of course they have the small motto and the large motto. And this is a retro PCGS holder that this is in. We don't see these very often anymore. And they have plain and fancy letter numbering. See the little pearls on the 5? How cool is that? And 1867. And I think that's when they began the we trust in God. Or in God we trust, my bad. And I'll let you read that if you want. And did you know that there was a 2-cent coin? And here we have it.
they have these magnifying glasses so we can see this. How cool is that? They look like ice cubes from the side, but they're magnifying glasses. And here, this is a continuation. I'll let you read that if you want. Here we go. And of course, these are the 2-cent coins. I'm here with Cassidy Stroud, and she is here with the children's table, and I believe she is the coordinator of the children's activities within the RCNA.
Hi there.
Hi, Cassidy. Could you tell me about what you're doing here?
Of course. My name is Cassidy Stroud. I'm the National Youth Coordinator here with the RCNA, the Royal Canadian Numismatic Association. We're a non-profit association, and this is the youth booth. So the youth booth is a sale table where children under 18 can buy numismatic items, coins, tokens, banknotes. We have books available as well for children. We have all kinds of different things. We have our info cards.
I'm just going to get close to that.
So children get one of these if they're still available when you come.
And that's the nickel?
Yes, it is.
Very cool.
We have all kinds of treats here, $5 catalogs. We have coins that are at drastically reduced prices.
And people over 18 cannot purchase these.
Correct. You have to be under 18 in order to buy at the sale table.
Because these are truly great prices.
Usually somebody that's able to shop here can buy a whole bag full of goodies for $5 and have days of fun ahead of them.
That's cool.
Yes. It's important for us to think about the children because they are our future in the hobby. And we want to encourage them to collect. And it's also a very tactile type of hobby. So they're not on their video games. They're actually dealing with history, and they're learning a lot about history at the same time, which can be very interesting, of course.
So if people want to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
So I do have my card here. My email is coin-kids@rcna.ca.
And I'm going to prop that up so I'm not getting shadows. And you can read that if you want. Let me just focus in so you can read it. Maybe you better read the email because it's not coming out very clearly.
Sure. The email again is coin-kids@rcna.ca.
And if you're a parent or a child, you can contact Cassidy and see how they can help or how they can participate.
Absolutely. I can talk about our book for a moment.
Yes.
So we have One Little Coin. This is written by Teresa Shapansky and illustrated by Ellie Mossman. We also have a French version that has been translated by Serge Pelletier. The book sells for $12.95, and I am the editor.
Okay. And they can get this on Amazon?
You can purchase both versions of the hard copy book on Amazon for $12.95.
Okay, I will put a link to that under my video so that if you would like to get one of these books, by all means, you can visit Amazon and purchase it, one copy for yourself.
Thank you.
How cool is that?
All the money that's raised goes back into the youth program. We're always looking for donations. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. If they want to donate to your organization, they just email you.
They can just email me, absolutely.
And they can get information on how to do that.
We also have our RCNA website.
Excellent.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. And is there a kids section on the RCNA website?
It's still under construction.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So when do you think they'll have that ready?
We're working on it on an ongoing basis.
Okay.
So keep checking back.
Excellent.
Very
well,
good.
thank you very much, Cassidy. It's very exciting to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Here we are at the Nova Scotia Exhibition Medals. And of course, I'll let you read this if you want. And here we have the annual exhibition of Halifax Award King's Crowns. And of course, these are not for sale. These are simply for exhibition. And I'll focus in on that so you can see it a little better. And here we have the annual provincial exhibition Nova Queen's Crown. And I'll focus in on that a little bit because copper's hard to see. And more copper. And more copper. I won't go into big detail about this, but these are all Hell banknotes. Products of China for the notes for the dead. And these are Hell banknotes. Well, all the comic book lovers would love it here too because they even have an exhibit on the coins of our favorite comic book heroes. This is Spider-Man and the related comic book, Money Marbles. And I'm not sure what these are. Oh, you know who that is. Stan Lee. That's very cool. And there's Thor.
And here we have the Black Panther. And this is from the Perth Mint. And of course, Queen Elizabeth is on the Perth Mint coins, just like she's on Canadian coins. There's Iron Man. One of my favorites, Deadpool. Captain America. And if you saw me yesterday, you would have seen me in a Captain Canuck t-shirt. There's the Hulk. Venom. Wolverine. And these are all silver coins. Andy Warhol is on display in the exhibits here. And of course, I'll let you read that if you want. And this is Peter Max. Painted tunes, or painted peace dollars. And this is the devolution of the Venezuelan Bolivar. Devaluation. And that's a sad piece of numismatic history. We hate to see when currencies become devalued, but they do. Inflation, unfortunately, is a necessary evil, I believe. Now here we have the Society of Medalists, and these are just beautiful medals.
Yes. Jamie moved on to Respite, so he's not a fan anymore. But yeah, Matt is here, and Libby's here. Yeah, Libby.
Medals can often be just pieces of art.
Yeah, we're right in the corner.
And I'm sorry for the lighting from the ceilings.
I'm a member of the Medalist Society.
I'm curious about the medallions and the designs. These designs are
That's too wide to read, but it talks about the beginning of a small group of sculptors meeting in Washington, D.C. in 1928, discussed the state of art of metal art in America. How cool is that? And this just goes on and on and on. So we'll just take a snap of some of these medals. Chandelier, you're not helping. It really does have everything. And that's a concave medal. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And that's punched out. And that's very high relief. And these look like metal pieces, but I think they weren't signed like that. How cool is that? They're fossils. And here is the Last Supper. Another dinosaur. Wow, how cool is that?
So why is this concept of this there? Canadian so I said, why do we do it? He says, you know what, when you translate it from Canadian to English, to French, there was a misinterpretation. And the way it was written was misinterpreted in French. So it's that makes sense to change this. So guess who, what Suzanne Lawrence here? Right.
While the other medal we looked at was concave, this one is convex. And I don't think you can see that on camera.
Yeah, and honestly with metal, when you work with others, you leverage it. Persistent. Yeah, I did say, told you so, Mike. Yeah, so the nose can be reversed.
And here we have some of Susan Taylor's work.
Yeah, that's me.
And here we are with Susan Taylor. Hi, Susan.
Hello. Oh,
What do
you
you-
do?
How do you do? Would you like to talk about your art a little bit? Because
Oh,
we
sure.
see some of your pieces here.
Oh, well, yes, this is my hope and carbon footprint medal, and it's about a topic that I am passionate. I'm passionate about metal, but I'm also passionate about our environmental footprint, and I would like to, as an artist, explore ways that I can minimize my carbon footprint on the picture so that I can continue to do my artwork, but in a way that does not impact our environment. That one.
Okay, and you were one of the engravers for the Mint, were
Yeah.
you not?
Yes.
And what pieces would Canadians recognize by you beyond the medals that you're doing here? And these are lovely medals.
Well, thank you very much. Well, you know, if they look on the obverse of the coin, you will see the portrait of the Queen.
Yes.
And that was designed by Susanna Hunt. And I was fortunate enough to sculpt that design, and it is now on the coin of our currency. And so it's very cool to know that I have a piece of me is in the pocket of every Canadian. So that's that's the great benefit.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And
So, thank you very much for coming by and having a chat with me.
well,
I was
thank
so
you.
pleased to see you at my
And there are some truly amazing medals that are coming out, like peas in a pod. My goodness.
Isn't that great? Lorraine Wright is the president of the Medalic Art Society of Canada.
She's the president?
Yes. she
Very
is.
cool.
And her work is quite wonderful. I really love this one, where it has a circle and it has where you begin and then you are here, as if you're following a maze.
Ah, and this is very
Yeah. Picasso.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
the word I was looking for.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But
Very nice.
thank you for spending time with me today, and we hope to see more of your work in the future.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Well, I am going to continue to do what I love doing and hopefully in a way that's beneficial for us.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And here we have the development and influence of Spanish-American coinage. I'm getting a shadow on that one, but sorry about that. And of course, this exhibit goes on quite extensively from there all the way down to there. How cool is that? So we'll just quickly see there is a ton of influence on American coinage, Spanish-American coinage. And here we have an exhibit on numismatics and nature. Chandeliers. And these are wooden tokens. Wooden nickels. Well, there you have it. That's what I was able to capture from the RCNA convention and show. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation and you liked the variety of information that was included. By all means, check out the book link below this video. I hope you've enjoyed this. My next video will include all of the goodies that I got while I was at the show, and trust me, there is a lot. So by all means, stay tuned for that video. And in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this video. That's all we have for you today. And I hope you don't mind me coming to you in this format. But as you can rest assured, I like to keep my you know what I mean. Anyway, take care. Bye for now, and we hope to see you again soon. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and keep on collecting.